Welcome back, everyone, and I'm here again with Ross Benjamin, SBR contributor, and today we're going to be looking at that college football game between the Iowa State Cyclones and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Bookies right now are favoring the Hawkeyes at minus 13.5. First off, how you doing this morning, Ross?
Doing very well. How about yourself, Dax?
I'm doing awesome. We got football on the road, so obviously everybody's going to be doing better now. All right, let's talk about this game particularly. Ross, right now the Cyclones, they've gotten off to a disappointing 0-2 start this season. So in your opinion, what does this team actually need to do to actually change and stay in this annual rivalry game as double-digit underdogs?
Well, they need to tighten up their defense, that's for sure. In the first two games, they allowed their opponents, North Dakota State and Kansas State, to rack up 974 yards of combined total offense, including a whopping 531 yards on the ground, Dex, and both of those games were played at home. They have to show some resiliency and character going forward. This is a mentally fragile team right now that blew a two-touchdown lead in each of their first two games at home to start the year 0-2. So it starts on the defensive side of the ball, and then it'll also be a gut check going into this rivalry game on Saturday.
Now, I noticed in your article that although Iowa did start the season at 2-0, they were less than impressive in doing so. Now, do you think that their problem may be that they're just not that good, or is it simply just that you feel that they underachieved thus far?
Well, it might be somewhere in between. They needed a late fourth quarter rally last week to overcome a 13-3 deficit at home to knock off Ball State 17-13. And their opening win, they faced an FCS opponent in Northern Iowa, and the game was tooth and nail to the end as they won the game barely 31-23. A lot closer game than a lot of the experts, including myself, would have expected. On a positive note, the Hawkeye defense was stellar against the run. In those two wins, they allowed just a combined 115 yards rushing, and they held their opponents to an average of 1.9 yards per carry.
All right, Ross, so who do you actually like for this game? And do you have like a particular favorite, or are we going to maybe be looking at a total bet on this one?
Now, we're going to look at a side here, Dax. I know this is a rivalry game, and I'm sure you'll hear the innuendos, throw the records out the window because it's a rivalry game, and that will be repeated more than on one occasion in this upcoming week. However, this is a mentally fragile Iowa State team right now that lacks confidence. This looks to be a great spot for the Hawkeyes offense to dominate against a very weak Cyclone defense. I'm going to lay the 13.5 in this spot with Iowa over Iowa State.
All right, my man. Good stuff once again. Thank you very much, Ross, for all these valuable insights, and we'll talk again tomorrow.
Thank you for having me, Dex.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure, Ross. And for SportsbookReview.com, this is Dax Floyd.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.